ride, teach, inspire. This is the Dropping Next podcast, brought to you by the Canadian Association of Snowboard Instructors. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Dropping Next podcast. I'm Rob Whalen, and I'm here co-hosting alongside Jeff Chandler. Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Good, thanks, Rob. How are you?
Very good. Glad to be here.
Nice.
We have another member bio type interview. Today we have Sam Zhu on the episode. Welcome to the show, Sam.
Hi, guys. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Rob. How are you guys?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. So Sam started his journey with CASI in 2015, as far as I can gather, because I have access to the database and I looked you up. Is now a Park 2 evaluator and in the process of becoming a level 4 evaluator. So definitely has a lot of insights and very embedded in the CASI community. He is based in the western part of Canada and does make the trek back to China periodically to do some teaching on our international side as well. Hell of a rider, like I said, a wealth of experience to share. So I am excited to get into this one here. So again, welcome, Sam. Let's start by going way back and just give us a brief history of what your childhood was like. Where did little Sam grow up?
So it's a little bit history. So my parents actually, one from the north of China, one from the south. Like they're very far away. So I get to travel. I guess I'm lucky. I get to travel in different cities when in like a child before I moved to Canada. So I have been moving a lot along my early age. So I have seen snow before, but I never skiing or snowboarding before in the north of China.
Nice.
And in the south of China, that's where I have a lot of water sports happening because I'm near the ocean. It's hot. Everyone wearing slippers, wearing shorts. So that's pretty much how I grew up in China before I come to Canada.
So your early intro to sports was, you said water sports. Was that surfing or what kind of water sports?
I would say like a mini surfing. So, just like kids, grabbing the board and try to stand in the water, in the waves. I would say is kind of like paddleboarding, I would say.
Yeah.
Similar. It's a much bigger board. You have a much bigger platform to stand on. And, it's the balancing sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And when did you first step foot on snow?
Wow. I mean, with a snowboard or without a snowboard?
Well, maybe both.
Yeah. First time stepping on a snowboard was in Canada, and it was at Seymour Mountain in Vancouver.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that after you moved here?
After I moved to Canada. First time stepping on the snow actually is even, I think maybe like 2 years old or 3 years old, because I move a lot. Like even I was like a really, really young child. Because up in the north is very cold. It could get minus 30-ish degrees Celsius. So there are a lot of snow. Yeah. My parents would put me on a slide and then they just like pull me around.
Right.
So that's how far I can remember. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. What year did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada 2008.
2008. And
Yeah.
what, to go to school or?
I actually jumped over a grade because of my age. So I went from grade 7 in China. No, actually I finished grade 7 and then I went directly into grade 10.
Oh, wow.
High school here.
Wow.
So
How old were you then when you came to Canada? I guess it would be grade 7 age or grade 10 age, like 12, 13?
I think, 12, 13 years.
Yeah. Wow. Big change.
Big change. The biggest difference I would say is the language barrier. I got put into a ESL class, which is like, it's hard to get out. You guys never been there. You don't know how that feels.
No.
Yeah. It's your classmates with Korean, Japanese,
Right.
Chinese, which they don't speak English at all.
Right.
And you have the teacher up in front, and she's or he is the only one speaks English.
Right. Right.
And they demand you to speak English to your classmates.
Right.
It's kind of like it's hard.
Challenging.
Yeah. Challenging. And I am lucky. I thought that was a smart move. I moved myself out of the popular school. I moved myself to a small town, which there is no Chinese people living around. There's no Chinese student. So I put myself in like a harsh place to learn.
Total
And
immersion.
Yeah. And after 1 year, I'm good. I understand what people are saying. I start to speaking English to people. The first year was fun. It's also tough. Yeah.
Well,
So when you say you moved yourself were you here on your own? Did your whole family come, or how did that work?
I came here with my parents,
Right.
and they set me up with a what's it called? A homestay. Yeah, that's the good word, like homestay. Yeah. And then I just pretty much on my own.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And occasionally they come over, check out with me. And then after 3 years, my mom came, like permanently staying here.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Wild. That must have been a huge learning opportunity or experience for you at that age. I know Jeff and I both have kids that age. I can't imagine them moving to a foreign country where they don't speak the language and just, learning how to live on their own. That's pretty wild. So
it's impressive.
Insane. Well, fast forwarding, I guess, a couple of years, we're going to dig into your career on snow and teaching and coaching. And I didn't actually know this, but again, Jeff and I were talking offline, and he mentioned to me that you've got a background in freestyle ski coaching that got you started. So tell us about that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So when I start things on snow, I start with skiing. Just, I don't know, people are telling me it's easy to access to. It's just easier for everything. That's how I started in Cyprus, actually, skiing at that bunny hill.
Okay.
Like short bunny hill, and I still fall on my butt for like more than 40 times on ski. I even hit a snowmobile because I don't know how to turn. I just I just lay back and I hope I don't hit the target, and actually that took me directly into that snowmobile.
Well, as a longtime instructor, that's a common technique in both snowboarding and skiing, is just to lay back and hope for the best.
And hope.
We all know that doesn't work.
I know it. Yeah. And then I just start skiing, and then at a certain level, like doing the park and just doing the turns on Groom Run, I find that most of my friends, they are snowboarders, especially my age, and it seems really fun. So I just start getting into snowboarding, and then in 2018 and 19. I joined a program. Is in the state. It's in America. It's called the High Cascade Camp.
Oh yeah.
It's in Mountain Hood, and then I start to know the coaches. And then I think later on, after half year, the whole team got hired by Chinese national team for freestyle skiing, skiing cross, freestyle snowboarding, big air snowboarding, like the whole package because of the 2022 Olympic Games.
Right.
And I was hired by them, be a part of member to handle the basic of translating, leading the team. Like there's like a team A and team B. And most of the time, the head coach will give the order, like today is the outline for the day. So, okay, I'm going to deliver that job. It could be like, a tube day. It could be a jump day. It could be like a half. We're maybe watching, we're training mentally for them. like by watching some, bomb whole show or, podcasts like us or like some X Games, doing those
Wow.
bunch of stuff. I have
Wow.
been done that for between 2019 until 2021. And then the COVID hits. There are only limited people that can go to the Olympic Games. And then I was like, okay, I'm not the big guy. I'm just going to stay here in Canada, just mountain biking and do my stuff. So that's my whole experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And during that time, you were focused, like it was freestyle skiing, skiers that you were working with. Is that right?
Yes. I was working with, for example, at that time, Eileen Gu, she's not that famous. So she's one of our team member.
Oh, wow.
She have her own training program. She's not going with the team, but she will come occasionally. And actually, our team head coach is her coach, like from she's like 11 years old.
Okay.
And until Olympic Games. The head coach is also at the Olympic game as well. And his name is Jimmy Milton.
Okay.
He's quite a good coach. He taught me a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Well, that's a really cool experience. How did working with those sort of high-end athletes with high-end goals, Olympic goals, help you out in your own career?
I think that's also creating who I am right now. I met Jeff like long time ago. Jeff, you know me, I'm more like a direct person. I like direct communication.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very demanding. And I think the experience of being a coach has done a lot to that, because I don't think it's more about experience for the athletes. It's about to achieving their goal. And sometimes that comes with casualties, like, for example, safety-wise. I would say safety-wise, being a coach is kind of like, it's not all in my hand. Sometimes the athletes have to be smart enough. They have to know themselves better to control the dangers of committing to a trick or like a line of choices for the tricks. So I think the coach experience more helping me in the instructing field is that I can help you to achieve your goal based on your time frame. And also I can lay out the danger side of it. Let's say if you want to learn a 360, I can pushing the goal much earlier than you thought, but it comes with the price. Could be. So I can definitely tell you what happened in my experience. So I think that helps me in my extracting field.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's like a direct correlation there for sure. What about in your own progression as a rider? Knowing how athletes think, has that helped you like progress in your own riding?
For my own riding, because I have seen so many injuries, and I was lucky enough for past 10 years, I didn't have like any broken bones until now. So like I said, I know my limitations. Sometimes for, let's say, for park, I know the pathway is like trampoline first, and then if I have the if I'm accessible for dry slope, I will go dry slope, and then a powder day, and then hit the park. So
Yeah, we're not talking about back ones here. We're talking about something a little bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even for bike one, we can still do it like much safer way than just like directly go into the park.
Straight to the jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do have a little boo-boo, and people who know you might be wondering how your progress is going. So maybe just a quick couple words on that.
Well, I put myself as a, I think is, so what happened is I broke my lower leg, tibia and fibula. And this is what happened when I tried to gap a road. while I was in Europe. I wouldn't call it a bad choice because I was so committed. And it's a big jump. It's like over 8 meters high. And it was a powder day though. But they definitely groomed the road, the cat track. That's where I land.
You landed on the non-powdery part.
Yes. Yeah. So the reason I commit to it because after I achieved my level 4, which is like a big assignment, and that's a lot of hard work put in. And after that, I think I need to pursue something else in snowboarding. So I start doing a Freeride World Tour. And that requires high-speed riding, that requires style, that requires cliff jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And that will give you a better score, put you on the podium. So that's why I put some effort into the cliff jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think getting injured is part of the snowboarding. It's not a big deal. After 4 months, I will come back and I'm still going to jump that cliff. And yeah. So I mean, like I learned a lot through the injury. I know I need to rest my body after a long period of riding. I know I'm getting stronger mentally, I would say, because I think the hardest part is not the injury, it's not the pain. It's the time you spend at home to find something to do. Yeah.
My son had a similar injury last year. 2 Novembers ago, he broke his tib fib and compound fracture, and the hardest part was keeping him entertained for the months on the couch, the weeks and months on the couch, because it's just a lot of time to spend for an active person. It's the hardest part is probably mental, right? It's like not being able to do anything.
Yeah. I'm so glad that your son came through, and you guys are there with him. Yeah, I have 3 cats. So yeah,
they're keeping you company.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So Sam, what are some things that, like, I feel like there's some takeaway advice that you could give to our fellow listeners who've been injured before? Like you said, it's part of our sport. I've been through it myself. And what can you tell people, like how you've kept yourself busy? You mentioned you've become better mentally. What are some things that you've been doing to, keep yourself entertained, but also kind of mentally get yourself ready for the next step once you're healed up?
Yeah. I would say first, stay positive. Like the experience I ever had, like if you ever come back, you're going to be stronger 100%, especially mentally. The things that when you look at again, you experience the worst you ever had. So the only thing you're going to have in the future is better. And just stay positive. And second thing, just get yourself to listen to your doctor, listen to your physiotherapist. They're the professional. Just do what they said. If you think you're capable of doing something else, just double check with them first. Because after you're injured, people are trying to get up really quick. And sometimes it could end up in the second injury.
Yeah.
So slowly getting back. Make yourself a plan.
Yeah.
And I would say third one is talk to your friends, talk to family, walk your dog, even on a wheelchair. Yeah. Just to, just do your normal thing. If let's say for me, I cannot walk, I will just use crutches just to slowly walk to the gym, slowly, just to moving around, even in the house. Just do your normal thing. Don't think yourself are different than the rest than before, I would say. Yeah. I mean, watch movie, just think about this time as a time that you finally get some days of rest.
Yeah. Forced rest. Totally.
Forced rest. I was going to say that. Yeah.
You said, walk your dog. You said you have cats. I'm just picturing you stumbling through the neighborhood with 3 cats behind you.
On crutches. Yeah.
You're probably not doing that.
I actually, like there's one day that there's my neighbor's dog like came to my house, and because I have a camera, I can see there's a dog in front of my door, and I was like, I don't know whose dog is that. So I just kind of like hold the dog on my hand and use the crunches on my left, and then just to walk the dog and to see like if there anyone looking for the dog, and that was really fun.
Yeah,
It gave you something to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not to dwell on the injury too long, but you said you're going to go back to the cliff. So when you pull up to that road gap to get redemption, what's going through your head, do you think?
I'm going to go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go faster. And I'm going to, I committed last time, even I injured myself. It's just, it's a tricky place because the landing area is very short. It's easy to overshot on another flat part, but which is powder though. So I have to manage my speed really well. And I don't know, next year, with the metal in my leg, the leg's supposed to be stronger, actually 10% stronger. That's according to my doctor. So I'm going to do my redemption, and then I'm going to send the video to you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Sick.
Yeah. Nice.
So coming back to the CASI side of things, I'm just kind of interested to hear a little bit about your own certification pathway. So level 1 in 2015, walk us through how you got to the level 4.
Honestly, I think I consider myself going through level 1 to level 3 fairly quick. I jump into level 4 right after I have my level 3 certifications. I think I have done it in 3 years or even less. For me, I'm a guy, I have taken the level 4 exam many, many times. I've seen Jeff many, many times. And people, I mean, I'm a guy that I don't consider failing the exam is a failure, because I always learn a lot from the exam under high pressure. I'm the type of person that I cannot learn under light pressure. So no matter how much I practice or how much training I have, it doesn't transfer into the exam. So for me, my learning pathway is fall down on my ass and go back to do it again. So right after level 3, I went to level 4. I think for me, the teaching part is very hard. I would say for my own pathway. I failed my level 2 teach. I failed my level 3 teach a couple of times. I failed my level 4 teach a lot of times. So the writing part is easy because I like snowboarding. I was snowboarding all day long during a year.
Well, a lot of people like snowboarding and can pass the level 4 exam.
That's
did
true.
you nail that one first go?
Level 4 exam?
Writing exam.
Writing exam? No, I passed it, I think, on my 3rd. Yeah, in Lake Louise.
Nice.
Yeah, which I thought myself, I don't even know if I passed or not, because I left early before they announced the result.
I remember that.
Yeah, and Jeff sent me a text. It's like, "Hey Sam, congratulations, you passed it, right?" I was like, "Oh man, I should drive back."
Yeah. Well, I can say, just sort of watching you go through the process, that it was pretty enlightening for me too. And I remember a conversation you and I had after, it was probably one of your teaching exams or PED exams, and I was, I've always sort of hated the process of having to give out unsuccessful results on the high level exams. And I was I think you had probably been to a number of exams at this point, and I was kind of dreading the conversation with you of, letting you know that you were unsuccessful again. But you were really, it was amazing. Your feedback to my feedback was like, great. I'll see you next time, and I'll learn from this one, and I'll be at the next exam. And it was really cool for me to see that as well, because, like I said, it was pretty enlightening on your process and how you never let the whole process get you, discourage you, and you treated every failed exam you treated as another step forward. So I think there's a lot of lessons in that for sure.
Yeah. I have to say that I'm lucky because I have you guys that, just there to support me. The feedback, I mean, for the first couple times, I don't understand at all.
Right.
Because I know there's a gap between to achieving the level 4. But
Right.
the last couple times, I totally get it, because at that time I'm also become a evaluator,
Right.
level 1, level 2.
Right.
So I can feel how it feels in your shoe,
Right.
and
Right.
I know when I'm there, I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to say I'm just lucky to have you guys there to, Jeff, Jane, Adam, all the top guys in CASI. I have been in with exam with them, I think each of them.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No,
I
it
think
was cool to watch. Yeah.
that's one of the cool things about getting to that level is everybody. Well, everybody, so that's like a blessing and a curse, maybe. I don't know. It's like, these are my friends, and it's like really cool to be a part of this and ride with
Yeah.
them. But my friends
Yeah.
are also the ones who are responsible for, well, they're not responsible for failing it,
Right.
but
Yeah.
they get to
Yeah.
give you the news that you
yeah,
fail, but they
Yeah.
also get to give you the news when you pass, which is
yeah.
Which is good. Yeah.
which is really cool.
Which they're like, when they see me pass, I still remember like each one of them hugged me.
Mhm.
They feel really excited when I passed, and yeah, it was very emotional when I passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of maybe the misconceptions about. I mean, you're an evaluator too, and Rob, you as well. But we want to see people be successful, and we're not in it to see people be unsuccessful. That's not the reason. And there's no there's no reason for people for CASI as an association to have any sort of quotas or anything like that. And you said something interesting, Sam, about when you finally did pass the teaching, you understood. Like when you got there, you knew you were there. And I've been working on, less so these days, but over the years, on the level 4 program for a long time. And one of the things that we say a lot about the process and watching people go through it is that it sounds a little bit harsh, but if you don't understand why you aren't there, that's kind of the reason why you aren't there, why you didn't pass, and that learning happens through experience. And when you do get it, there's probably a good chance that you knew, right? That was a good lesson. I understand why I didn't get that one, or I understood why that one did pass, and it's all part of the process. Yeah,
Of course. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Some really killer stuff there for folks in the level 3-4 process. People are
Mhm.
going to eat that up. That's great. Thanks for sharing, Sam.
don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
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 So speaking of being an evaluator, let's talk a little bit about your experience evaluating. I should rewind a little bit. I talked to Jen before the episode, and she gave me a few questions that would be good to ask you,
Yeah.
and this is one of them.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about being an evaluator?
Get to see new people, get to encourage people to continue their pathway, no matter it's about CASI or it's about something else. Just keep snowboarding. Don't get frustrated when you fall on your butt, or when you fail your exam. Just keep going. That's the most exciting part for me, to running the exams. Just sharing things about
Mhm.
snowboarding.
I said in your intro that you're based in the western part of Canada. Where do you have a home mountain? Are you in the city hill? Like, did you say Seymour or Cypress?
I would say Grouse Mountain and Cypress will be my home mountain.
Okay.
That's where I did my level 1 with CASI. That's where I start to make my first left and right. I that's where I meet most of my snowboarding buddies and skiing buddies.
Mhm.
Just, so much memories here. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
enough to call it home mountain.
That's cool.
Perfect. I love that. And where is your favorite place to teach courses?
Oh, that's a tough question. Uh,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's it's a really tough one. I would
It can be
say
a multi-part answer. I know mine would be.
I would say I like to go overseas. I like to see different resorts. I would say one choice is to go overseas in different countries to teach courses. The other one I would say Whistler. Whistler first is easier to access from where I live, and also is a big mountain. You just have so much more options you can explore. You can select your terrain. You can even choose select the snow conditions because it's very high altitude. Yeah, and I would say those two.
Oh, that's really cool. It's an interesting. I never really thought about you can select the snow conditions on a big mountain. Coming from the east, it's kind of well,
Yeah.
we have some
Yeah.
variance from top to bottom, but not like a mountain like Whistler does. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we're almost rounding out our first little block of questions. One more here before we get into our palate cleanser. Scrolling through your Instagram, I was trying to not dig up some dirt, but just, learn a little bit more about you. We've only met once in person, so I like to educate myself on the guests. And I'm scrolling through your Instagram, and it's snowboarding top to bottom. There's nothing else in there. Surely you have. There was one rock climbing post that I remember seeing when you posted it. Your first time climbing, you had all these calluses and your hands were bleeding. And I had a chuckle to myself when I saw that because I climb a fair bit, and I was like, "Oh boy, yeah, that looks like the first time." Anyway, my question is, what else gets your motor running? What else? What are your other interests outside of snowboarding, or is that it?
Oh, I mountain bike. I started mountain biking during the COVID time. Like 7 times a week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where's all the mountain biking posts?
Yeah.
I didn't have well, I mean, like mountain biking, it's hard to video it unless you put on your helmet.
Mhm.
And after I learned from a friend that he kind of like broke his jaw because there's a camera like here, and he thinks that's the reason caused it. So I just start recording my mountain biking videos. But I do mountain bike a lot.
Cool.
I think I have been to all the trails in Vancouver area, in Whistler.
Wow.
And I spent 2 seasons at the bike park in Whistler during COVID time. And I didn't clear the A lines yet. Well, it's a famous line. But I have been hitting those jumps. And I have been sending people to hospital a lot. Yeah, like even the nurse in Whistler Hospital knows me. Like, hey, Sam, you again. Luckily, you didn't injured. Yeah, that's a very dangerous sport. And when the COVID ends, I just kind of like stop mountain biking, and that's about mountain biking. And then I used to surf. Like about 8 years ago, I spent 2 seasons in Taiwan in the summer just to surf, just to just enjoy the ocean and the beach. Yeah, and the other sports, I don't know. I don't know if it's called sports. I used to be a competitive player for video games before snowboarding. I almost represent North America to China. To there's a kind of like a show, like a festival. I don't know if it's called WCG or something. Just to to compete. When I was in high school. Between high school translate to college. So I spent every day at home.
Well, it might be controversial to call it a sport.
Esports, isn't that what they call it? No, I'm totally aging myself here with this comment.
It was featured in the X Games at one point. I don't know if it still is. I don't think so.
Wow.
So there you go. Okay, multi-talented.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. It's yeah, I'm just I would say once I'm into a sports, I'm just very committed to it. I
Yeah,
just
sounds
like
like it.
yeah.
There's a lot of mountain bike trails between Vancouver and Whistler, so if you've done all of them, that's pretty wild.
I have done all of them. I have talked to the trail builders. Like, what's your secret run? What's your secret run you don't put on the trail? What's
Right,
called
right.
the app.
Wow.
So they have shown me those as well. Of course, I donate money to support them as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I still do mountain biking. I still have
Mhm.
2 bikes I haven't sold yet in my garage.
Yeah.
Just sometimes I do like I like to pedal up. I don't go crazy
Yeah.
now because I don't ride that much anymore.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The consequences, the dirt doesn't give like the snow does sometimes, I know. Yeah.
No, well, it's not just the dirt.
The rock and
the rock in the North
The
Shore
trees,
is the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really fun. I would definitely, if I have kids, I would definitely start them young. It's just get their body muscle memories building up. I mean, for me, I'm 34. I think sometimes it's just hard for me just to try a bold move like snowboarding. Yeah.
Tell me about it, Sam. Tell me about
Well,
it. I'm not 34.
I would like to be a 34-year-old mountain
Yeah,
biker.
exactly. Yeah. If I could go back to being 34. Yeah.
Are you more for like big fast downhill lines, like sketchy North Shore Rudy stuff, or like pedaling enduro trails?
Where first starting it, I'm definitely I like airs. Yeah, I
This is
like
checking out.
yeah. It's just like I if you see my post, I do trampolines as well. That I was considering that as a training instead of like sports. I trampoline just to get air awareness for mountain biking and also snowboarding. So it's just getting myself prepared in the air. So yeah, I mean, mountain biking is a different level, I would say, than snowboarding. The excitement as well. Like if I do a straight air on a mountain bike, it gets me the same amount, even more excitement than bike flipping a jump on snowboard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
It's pretty
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're coming into the season, so I think you should get back on the bike.
I'm on my bike I'm on the stationary bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
it's part of the
Yeah.
rehab.
Yeah.
Totally.
Nice.
Sweet. Well, we're into our palate cleansers here. This is a little series of questions that are just kind of for fun and maybe a little less deep than what we've been doing, just as a little reset before we hit the backside of our episode. Question 1, best trick in snowboarding?
Well, it got to be Rodeo 5.
Hell yeah. Good answer.
Yeah.
You're
That was
one
quick.
out
You had
of
that one ready.
You're
Yeah.
1 out of 3 on this show right now who can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, there's still time for me, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's have a challenge next year, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Question 2. If your snowboard could talk to you, what would it say?
I would say, I think the snowboard will tell me, give me a few days to rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put me away for a while.
Yeah.
Cool. And before you cased yourself earlier this winter, what was your go-to setup? What were you riding?
Wow, that's a tough question. I'm gonna have a choice between Jones and Solomon. I have been a nitro rider for over 8 years, and I'm still riding nitro as well, mostly for park. And at this moment, because I'm riding off piste a lot, especially doing some jumps, cliff jumps, I'm choosing like a little bit more stiffer board and also a little bit longer board, slightly heavier board.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm getting into Solomon and also Jones. And that's what I have been riding for last year.
What
And
models from those 3 brands? I'm guessing Team Pro on the Nitro.
exactly. Team Pro, full setup, Team Pro boots. Oh, I'm still riding the Team Pro boots. Team Pro boots and Team Pro bending, Team Pro board. It has been my setup for over 8 years. And for drones, I'm riding the Howler, which is a new model just released last year. The reason I'm riding it because I'm buying into Victor Delarue. He's the champion of Freeride World Tour, and his signature board. So I'm riding that board. It's a heavy board, it's a stiffer board, it's meant to go fast. If you go slow on the board, it's gonna eat you. Yeah. It's a good board. And for Solomon, I'm riding the Assassin Pro, which kind of like a mix between all mountain free riding and a little bit freestyle. And I haven't tried that board yet. I was about to when I go to China, but because of my injury, it got canceled. So I'm going to start riding that board hopefully in August, because I'm still planning to go to snowboarding in South America in August. So I'm going to put that
Nice.
board on my feet, and I will get back to you about how I feel about that board.
About it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, this is kind of random and we're drifting away from the palate cleanser, but I know you as a bit more of a park rider, but you also like love to lay trenches. Like I've seen some videos of you carving, and you kind of I'm wondering like where your heart really is at, because it seems like you can do all of it.
Well, it's a long story. I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
try
what
to
we're
keep
here for.
it. Yeah. I I wasn't a park rider actually before level 4 exams. I ski park, but I'm not a really big. Jeff know that. And I have done a lot of carving lessons when I'm approaching the exams, and then I feel like the examiner are tired of seeing that. So it's myself presenting it. And so I just start doing something else. I start just, try to practice on my park, because I feel like all the time I have seen through the exam is like most people are weak in the park. If I can put down big tricks, if I know how to do it properly, I have something to teach. At least I have something that they probably wants to know. And answer to your question, first, I carve first. I'm a carver. And then I start doing bumps. And then I start doing park. Park was the last.
Cool.
So that's kind of the process got me here.
Well, that's really interesting to hear you say that. I won't dig into my personal experience too much here, but training in the park, let me just ask you the question. Getting better in the park, how did that affect all of the other tasks for the riding exam?
Oh, I think it's kind of like a 1+1 above 2 thing. If you are, I mean, for me as an instructor, not a coach, I think for me, my discipline is I need to be good at anything, no matter it's off-piste, park, or carving. And with all those things added up together, it only benefits me. I don't see any cons from it. And I highly encourage people to go out of your comfort zone to try it, because I have been there and I know it's going to benefit you in the long run. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Sweet. Okay, let's cruise through the backside of our episode here. What was a key turning point in your progression, either in your riding or your teaching career, or both?
I think the turning point, it may sound a little bit weird, I would say, is that my goal is trying to train or coaching high level athletes or high level instructors. The first day when I'm taking my level 1 exams, I told him the evaluator normally asking me, "Hey, why are you taking the course?" I was like, "I want to become you, to training people that not know how to snowboard."
Uh-huh.
And so that'll be my turning point. So all the hard work I have put in because I want to train the people that can snowboarding. And in order to do that, I want to make sure myself can able to deliver that. Demo wise, knowledge wise, presenting wise, like everything. I want to be uh just to be a better instructor that's capable to run all the training, run all the exams.
Mhm.
So I think the first goal I ever set in my mind is the turning point for myself. The
Well,
last, yeah,
that's really cool. From
Interesting.
day one, you knew you wanted to train other people.
Mhm.
So you trained
yes,
yourself all along the way just so that you could do that. That's cool. You had your long-term
Mhm.
plan right from the beginning.
I mean, it seems cool. The reason I took CASI because I saw the evaluator. Oh, I like that writing style. That looks cool. And then I was like, I want to become her. Actually, my level 1 instructor is uh, Melanie. And I think she's still working at Cyprus part-time.
Mhm.
And every time I see her, I was like, hey, Melanie, you changed I would say, over 60% of my career. Yeah.
That's
Damn,
cool.
that's a
Yeah.
shout out. Nice
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
Sam. And Cassie is cool. So
Yeah.
you should keep telling people that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in all of our best interests.
Yeah.
So along the way, um, as you became the instructor you wanted to be, what were some of your struggles that you had to overcome?
I think the most struggle I ever come is it's still the same question. I think being an instructor, I started working at Grouse Mountain. First year part time, second year I was considered full time. They put me in the part time, but I worked a lot.
Mhm.
So all the lesson I ever had, most of them, 95%, is never ever. It's like they cannot make turns, they cannot do blue runs. So the first 2 years, I was like, okay, that's not what I want. So I quit. And I even argued with my supervisor. I was like, this is not what I'm signing up for. Look, I'm a level 2 instructor and I can do better than this. It was like, no, you don't have experience. And at that time, I don't get it,
Mhm.
honestly. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop doing it. And then I took my level 3 exam. I passed my level 3. And during that time, the director of Cyprus came to me. It was like, hey, Sam, I noticed you. Why don't you come over working as a trainer at Cyprus? So that's where I start working as a trainer right away, not being an instructor. So I start my trainer role in Cyprus for part-time about 6 years. And then I'm also free to teach students regularly. Let's say if someone demand my private lesson, they come to the snow school and ask for me. And that's where I start become a evaluator. So it's kind of like a mixed job, like part-time
Mhm.
trainer, part-time evaluator. And at that moment, I feel like, okay, I achieved my goal. That was quick. And then I was like, okay, there's higher level. There's level 4. Okay, I got to do it too. So
Mhm.
I start going through that. So yeah. And then I was like, I feel like I'm really lucky that I can do what I love and what I have been always pursuing in last decade, I think.
I don't love the
Yeah.
word luck because I don't think there's any luck involved here. You made your own luck, and that's
Mhm.
how you got to where you're at.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, with what you know now, was that snow school director right to keep you in those lower level lessons?
Um, Honestly, well, I'm just gonna being straightforward. I would say you could put me in kind of like a mixed,
Yeah.
right? Like some beginner lessons, some like leading the camp. Um, because sometimes I request, okay, I want to lead this camp for 6 weeks, like from ever, and then I can turn them into like a brutal run riders. So at that time, I didn't have that opportunity to be able to do that. So I would say I definitely 100% need the experience of teaching never ever. And that's the fundamental. That's the knowledge I need to know, and I need to experience a lot with that. And also, I'm not the director. If I become the director, I definitely will also suit the personality or the characteristics of the instructor. Some instructor, they like where they are. They like teaching kids. They like having fun with kids. For me, I'm not a good guy, teaching kids. If I have a choice between teenager and kids, I definitely go to the teenagers. I like their energy on the snow. So I would say if I have that role, I would definitely split like maybe 80%, 20%, the job that can give to me. Yeah.
Good answer. So along the way, you've mentioned some of this already, but I'm just curious, as you leveled up over the years, who were some key people? It's your time to give some shout outs. Key people that helped you level up.
I have to shout out to this guy, Bob. His legal name is Robert Junkas.
Mm-hmm.
He has been my mentor. Sometimes, I was in early 20s at that time, like 24. And I went through some wrong directions. I tend to do things crazy. I'm not afraid to come up front with anyone at that time. I just I want to say what I said. And at a certain point, I crossed with Bob, and well, his age could be my dad, honestly. So instead of like demanding me to do things, he's guiding me through, and he tells me why we are doing this way, and if you're doing this way, you can achieve your goal, because I can see you have the potential. He always trusted me. I think that's the most important thing. I think it's hard to find people that's not your family, but also put faith in you. And I remember when I go through the level 4 process, he's the trainer, and he understands he's getting aged. He understands that he's probably not at the level 4 riding level, but he's always there. If he's the trainer, he could have excuse to not come, but he's always there. That inspires me. That inspires all the trainees in the group. And yeah, I just feel like I met a friend, a mentor that is gonna last lifelong. Yeah, I would say he's the most important guy.
That's amazing, Sam. That was that was really touching. I know Bob's gonna like to hear that, and there's a reason he's in our Hall of Fame.
He has. I don't know. He has done, because you guys are not from the Vancouver area. He has done a lot of things that's inspired me, and I kind of like, because I learned that from him. I learned the way how he talks. I learned the way how he treats people, especially in snowboarding industry. Just a little thing. He pick up garbage on the snow if he sees some. Not many people does that, and I learned that from him. And if I see garbage on the snow, I will pick it up. So he's just amazing person. That's all I can say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. And Bob has such a long history. I could consider Bob as one of the when I was up and coming as well. This is how far back Bob's history with CASI goes, but pre CASI, right? Like he was around before CASI even existed. And when I was in my early days as an evaluator, Bob was always around and continues to serve the association now as a member of our board of directors, and has been there for it's well over a decade. He's done a couple different stints as a board member, and he's done a lot for snowboarding, and not just in the Vancouver area, but nationwide, right? So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. That was a bit of a mic drop. That was, that was
Yeah.
good. I find one of the hardest things with hosting this podcast is getting ready for the next question. I'm like, that one was so inspiring. I kind of just want to leave it there, but we have more stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Well, there's so many people in CASI helped me. Okay. For example, I would say Adam Gardner, Mylan J, Genevieve, if I pronounce her name right. It's hard. Jeff. Okay. All those people have seen me grow up in the process. And they all been there with me every year, gave me advice, gave me the right path to go through. And I mean, for my career, that helps so much. And I just want you guys to know that, like, I mean, even it's exam, the result by the end is not matter that the most. It's kind of like I get the recognition from you guys. Okay, even it's a system, but it's people, right? The people I met, the people I have been going through for years. Yeah. So I was like, I choose the right path. I choose the right career. That's how I felt it. You know,
that's really cool.
It's family.
Yeah, the CASI family. So piggybacking on that, I have another question, guest question from Jen here, who you just mentioned. You've spent some time doing some Freeride World Tour stuff, and Jen was interested to hear how CASI played a role in shaping. Well, she didn't use the word fundamentals, but your background and how did it help you get to that level in your riding?
Well, I think for CASI, I think there's one important thing about the style of CASI is that the style of CASI is able to ride anywhere. And especially with this year, there's a big mountain course dropped in, and that start involving even a little bit higher level of free riding or off-piste riding. And that builds up a strong fundamental for me to approach to the games, to the Freeride World Tour games. Like, I have seen a lot of competitors, they are pretty, I don't know, like when they're seeing moguls, when they're seeing big icy moguls, only thing they're doing is side sleeping. But for me, I can make turns. See, like that's where the CASI technique playing a big part of free riding, and it opened doors. Let's say if you kind of like become the instructor, CASI instructors, you build up the fundamentals. It opens the doors for you to explore free riding, to explore Freeride World Tour, or even powder riding, or cliff, or there's just so many options. Just not just free riding, Freeride World Tour. Yeah. So that's how I see it.
It's interesting. It's cool to hear you say that, because that's in, over the years that at least that I was involved on the technical side, that's been an intentional kind of focus, right? To make sure that our technique is adaptable across the entire mountain. And what's cool right now is snowboarding is seeing a real, some of the cool stuff when you go online with snowboarding these days is very specific, right? Like very specific to carving technique or park technique, or and I always felt really strongly that our technique, as far as an instructor teaching a student, it should be adaptable to different parts of the mountain, and a high level instructor should be able to adapt those techniques or be able to use those techniques, whether you're sitting at the top of a park or at the top of a tree run or the top of a groomer. And so it's cool to see that sort of has been the case for you as well.
Yeah. And from different perspective, like from my friends, from the students I ever had, and also the candidates, most people are saying that CASI, the style of CASI riding, is an all-terrain vehicle.
So that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's the mountain bike, not the road bike. Yeah.
Was that a jab?
No, not at all. Not at all. No.
Yeah. it's just a good fundamental
Right.
for free riding.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And speaking of free riding, in my deep dive of your social media, I saw a picture of you with Big Mountain Jeremy Jones. I'm like fanning out a little bit. I'm
That's
like,
pretty
oh,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
cool. You got to meet Jeremy Jones.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
get to chat with him at all, or was it just like, oh, this is Jeremy Jones, I'm going to grab a quick pic and be on your way?
Yeah, well, at that time I was riding Nitro. But he's a great guy. I also met his doctor along on his side because he was there to with his doctor to compete.
Mm.
And I asked him like, what length of the board should I ride for free riding? And look at my video. This is the turns I make. Should I make bigger turns? Should I go faster? How can I score higher?
Cool.
Yeah. He's a legend in free riding and hiking.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So, and he gave me a lot of tips, and he's a great guy. He's always open mind to share his thoughts.
Mhm.
And he also gave me advice like, okay, Sam, I don't think you should try the 360 here because there are more chance you're gonna fall on your butt. That's gonna dot mark.
Mhm.
I'd rather have you to do like a straight air with some grab. So those things changed my strategy a lot.
Mhm.
So like, for example, when I go compete, strategy always comes first, not the
Mhm.
biggest trick, not the
Mhm.
style. Yeah. If you complete the run, you already beat 25% of the competitors because
Mhm.
at least 25% will fall on their butt.
Mhm.
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 So, and the other thing is like the line choice is like, you don't have to hit the biggest line. Just make
Right.
it look smooth.
Right.
Make it like a playground. Make people think you're having fun.
Mhm.
And you see like those little points that I have to, compete a lot to have those sort of experience. But he's open mind to share. So
Mm.
it's great experience. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if I'm
neat.
going to see him again this summer because normally he's going to South America every year.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You got to talk board tech with with Jeremy Jones. What a legend.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about mental prep, but listening to your story more and learning about you throughout this episode, I just keep thinking about what your mental preparation strategy is. Whether you're going into a free ride event or an exam or even teaching like a level 3 module or something like that. You need to mentally get your head in the game for any of those things. What's your process there?
I have two mindsets. So let's say the one you mentioned, if I going through a level 3 teaching module, being a evaluator, my mindset is do whatever I can. Of course, following the protocols to deliver the best course. Try to answer the question clearly, like a yes or no question, instead of like, oh, let me think about it. Like because I want the candidates to learn the most from the course and in my ability, and that's my mindset. Answer their all questions. If I cannot answer their questions, that's my fault. That's my mindset. Because if I want to be the best trainer, I should be able to answer that, or at least find the correct answer for them. I can ask people like more experienced, like Jeff or Bob or Jane, whoever, right? That's my mindset. And for doing the exam and for competing, my mindset would be I'm gonna beat them all. That's my mindset. Yeah, like I don't care what people thinks about me. I'm just gonna be me. And if I only have one shot, and I don't want to regret, I don't want to listen to people. I'm kind of like a little bit stubborn. Like even I'm competing, like when I look at the line, I gotta do that line, no matter what. So I'm like almost 100% committed. Yeah.
So getting to be 100% committed is not something you decide when you're on the top of a slope, though. So I guess what I was sort of digging for there is like how, like before going into an event, do you prepare yourself so that when you get on the hill, you can give it 100%?
Of course. I'm doing everything I can besides work to get myself prepared. For example, I'm every day after I snowboarding, after I teach day of lessons, I would do like 5K of running or 10K of running. I either do it in the morning or in the afternoon after work. So that's kind of like training my endurance. So for example, like the Freeride World Tour run normally is between 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I will put myself on a running track to run to max out my speed in those time frame. So that's how I felt. And during those time frame, I'm gonna, try to jump over things, try to use my strengths. So that's kind of like simulate the same level of intensity of doing the competitions. And also, for example, going to the exams, I will ask my trainers to just to tell me directly, just to give me the bad words, give me the things that I need to work on. Don't tell me positive things. I don't need them. So those are the dedications I put in. I don't need the encouragement. I know I encourage myself too much sometimes. So I just need people to, beat my ass and tell me,
Yeah,
okay, this is what you need to improve on.
got it. There is no PTT in your process.
Man,
exactly. Yeah.
you don't know how many times I failed that session on the result sheet. Yeah. But I'm really good. What doesn't kill me make me stronger. So
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, I do remember your early teaching exams, just thinking back on some of you mentioned feedback, and I do remember your early teaching style was very direct.
Yeah.
It might have even been a little bit drill sergeant-y.
Yeah.
Like, do this, do that, do this, do that.
And that could hurt people's feeling.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, it's about recognizing what's the most effective, right? So
yeah.
I
I remember people come to me afterwards like, "Hey Sam, was I that bad?" Yeah. It was experience, right? Like I need those experience. That's something that I'm definitely missed in my early age of teaching.
Yeah.
And I do suffer from it as well. And I understand that I could take the negative feedback or direct feedback, but for a lot of people, that's hard for them.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's why it's a process to get to where you're at, right? And you learn these things along the way, and you became adaptable. Now you can do both. So good for you. So what's your career trajectory at this point? So you said you're 34. You've got like easily another 34 years of this. What like where do you want to take things?
Career wise, my career, I think next year I need to finish my last puzzle of become a level 4 evaluator. That's one thing definitely on the checklist. The second thing is I still want to compete. I think for the next couple years, at least I want to be there's a couple level of the Freeride World Tour. Maybe not on the TV, but I want to be, just one step away from being on TV, that final stage. And also I want to keep going with my social account, sharing tips about snowboarding. I think everyone have their own opinion or tips about snowboarding. So that's something that I want to continue to do. And I have comments like, no, I do it different way. I was okay, I got to try it.
Okay.
So that's another way for me to, keep growing my skill. And another thing is I'm going to try to do a double on the airbags, at least on the airbags, on the dryland slope. And then one day I can bring it to the snow. And that's pretty much for the, like this, that would be my life trick for now.
Nice.
Yeah. And I would say career wise, I will still be a CASI evaluator, like winter at Vancouver area out west. Summer, if I get a chance, I can still travel to South America, also to run course in China, or even somewhere else if there's opportunity comes. Yeah. And another big goal is inter-ski team. So I think it's 2 years from now or 1 year.
1 year.
1 year from now, I'm gonna get myself prepared. I'm gonna do another tryout. Yeah. So those are on my checklist.
Yeah, sorry, the next tryout will be 2 years from now. Interski is 1 year, so the next tryout will be a year after that. So 2 years from now. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. My bone
So
will heal.
you have more time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Nice.
Well, one of the ways we can see that you're deeply embedded in snowboarding, I'm going to have to ask this question again. My dog's going nuts. Let's just pause this for a second. Hold on. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah.
Burton. Hey, come here.
We got to leave this part in. Is your dog seriously named Burton?
Yeah. So one of the ways, Sam, that we know that you are deeply embedded in the snowboard world is your goggle tan.
No, still have a little bit.
I was looking at that. You still got it.
Yeah.
Even with the injury, you've still got it.
Yeah. So what's the secret? Are you hitting the tanning bed with the goggles on, or is it natural?
Well, I try to cover my face really well, especially this year, because of the work I have to. I think it's more respectful to put my mask down when I speak with people, and sometimes I put my mask down. I just like leave it there, and and I don't have like a habit of put on sunscreens. So like, because I think I have the masks, like that will do a perfect job. So I just kept it like just lower my lips most of the time. And that's where that's kind of like a Joker. Just like tan start to, yeah. That's how I get it.
It's a good look.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't grow that much of beard like you guys. It's like, if I have that beard, man, I will keep that beard.
Well, you're still young. You'll get there. Your beard days are coming.
Get these white whiskers one of these days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, Sam, what do you see as your role in the snowboard industry or the community, be it in CASI or beyond?
I would still say the same. Like there are people asking me this before. I'm thinking about like I'm a person that keep pushing people into snowboarding or even skiing. Or I can push people to, getting certified. It's not a matter of become an instructor or not. It's the experience. You learn snowboarding in a different perspective. And let's say if people just come in to do the course, like, okay, I just want to having fun because my friend are telling me this. I was like, yeah, why not? Level 3 is more fun. You should try that. Just keep going. Like level 4 is the ultimate fun. So that's normally what I tell people is like, you don't have to become an instructor to do this. Just enjoy the sports. So that's kind of like the things I'm going to pursue for next decade, pushing people into the industry and sharing my tips about how I ride. Yeah, and sometimes, let's say, because I highly involved with CASI for the last 10 years, like, for example, like people go through high-level exams. Some people, they are frustrated after a couple tries, just like me before. And sometimes they message me like in social media. It's like, hey, Sam, this evaluator sucks. He treated me unfair. I was like, who is that? I asked them first. I was like, okay, I know him. He's a good person. He's like, as an evaluator, we're not taking this personally. at least you slap him in the face. So
that could be personal.
Unless you make it personal.
Yeah. So like this is just our job. Like think of us as a robot. Okay, we're just doing things that follow the rules in our best knowledge to help you. We want you to pass. So for me, I'm kind of like that bridge when there's a misunderstanding showing up, because I know right now the Chinese market is growing tremendously, and sometimes I kind of like have to like talk to people about what is CASI and why the exam seems a little bit harder, why the way we teach, how we teach, and it takes time. It takes time, and yeah, that will be, I think that will be my role for next few years.
Well, you spoke really highly of Bob and a few others, and I just it kind of strikes me in that whole conversation there that you're going to be someone else's Bob. You probably already have been. So that's really cool to kind of hear you talk about where you see your role taking on that side of things as you progress in your career. That's really great. Those were all the questions that I sort of had. We've gone into detail on a lot of them, even more so than I expected, which was amazing. Jeff, did you have anything else that you wanted to ask Sam before we sign off here?
No, that was really cool. I learned some more about you. Every time I have a conversation with you, I learn more cool stuff. So
yeah,
that was pretty neat. So thanks very much, Sam.
Sam, you mentioned your tips and you're sharing online. Where can people find you?
They can. I only do it right now on Rednote, Redbook, and also TikTok. Those are the biggest social media platform in China, because it's in Mandarin. So in the future, I'm thinking about posting some tips also on what's it called, Instagram as well, just to share my thoughts. I could be wrong, I could be right. It's just my thoughts as well. And I find that by doing it, I benefit from people questioning me. And when they question me, that's the chance I'm going to get better. Yeah. So
self-reflection is good, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And what are the handles for Rednote and TikTok so people can search you up?
Oh, okay. So there are two Chinese characters. So in English, it's called Sam Snowboarding, but the snowboarding, that word is translated into Mandarin. Yeah. I can send you a message to
There
CASI.
we go. We'll flash it up on the screen.
And then it will show on your,
Okay, sweet. Nice. Well, Sam, thanks again for taking the time to chat with us today. That was a really insightful conversation. I really enjoyed getting to know you better. That was awesome. I can't wait to share this with the membership. Everybody, thanks for tuning into the episode. Be sure to hit us up with a review. If you have anything you want to chat with us on, guest suggestions, topic suggestions, please email us podcast@casi-acms.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.